Well, for Sunny Meduna, a 9.75 in floor exercise. That should ostensibly move her up in the standings as we go to the beam now, and Marina Vidas, who is locked in a battle for second and third place with Sunny Meduna and Jenni Beathard.
And even with that mistake she made on the uneven bars, she's done so well on the other event. She's right up in there.
Marina, as we said, from St. Petersburg, which will be the site of the Goodwill Games this year. Just turned 15 years old. Ranks only 8th amongst the juniors in Russia, and she will need to really stick it to get past Meduna into third place, as you see.
A very difficult mount. Ran off layout step out up to the balance beam and tumbles right out of it. Very strong start. You really see how difficult the balance beam is. She does an incredibly difficult tumbling run up to the balance beam, and then on simple turns, slightly having to check her balance. It takes extreme concentration and a lot of practice over and over again.
Concentration in this event is particularly amazing when you consider that there's 3 other events going on at the same time, including music playing.
Jerry, it's amazing what you can block out when you have to. Little stutter step coming out of the layout. She covers that up very nicely.
They made the analogy that a golfer trying to putt has to have it quiet in Brazil before he gets up over his ball. Here's a woman on a 3-inch piece of wood with audience clapping all around, music playing, and competition going on.
I take it you don't want to ever do balance beam, Barry.
Thank you, no.
Here comes the dismount. The bell you heard is a signal that it's time to get off. He has 20 seconds to dismount. Excuse me, 10 seconds to dismount. Did so very nicely, double back.
So she needs a 9.95 to pass Sunny Meduna. I think that would be wishful thinking. Take a look at how she began this.
Truly the highlight of the whole routine here. Round off, layout, step out, up to the balance beam. That's difficult in and of itself. Now she tumbles right out of it to a back handspring and another layout somersault. Excellent. She does very good work here with her layout step outs and tumbling out of them. You can see she's slightly off to the side, but she really is able to make those slight corrections.
9.625, the score for Marina Vidas. Not enough to get by Sunny Meduna in the individual all-around standings so far. Jenni Beathard now on the beam. Beathard was in second place. Will try to hold that position at an excellent bars routine.
She's having a fine competition as well. Showing a very nice combination of dance and acrobatic and tumbling elements. Layout step outs. Oh no.
And that, of course, will cost her big time.
0.5 of a point right off the top.
Will likely cost her position.
Give you some indication of how little room for error there is in gymnastics. At the Olympic Games in '92, Kim Zmeskal, during the all-around competition, only stepped out of bounds on the floor exercise, and that dropped her from the top 3 down into the teens, almost 20th place, and she worked herself back up. That's just 1 step out of bounds. No fall, no bobble.
Big step. And just kept it together there. She was struggling here. Jenni just turned 17.
given day, it could be a different champion, depending on how things go. One slight bobble can mean the difference. In fact, Shannon Miller won the silver medal and missed the gold by only 12 thousandths of a point. Nice finish. Good landing on the dismount.
So Jenni Beathard trying to hang on to her position in second place. Unlikely that she will do that. Shannon Miller's next after this.
Hilton has been a very proud sponsor of gymnastics over the past year, and they're now entering their second year of support. Neil Cohen, could you tell us a little bit about the involvement?
Well, Hilton Hotels Corporation is privileged to be a sponsor of U.S. Gymnastics. We started last year and had a terrific event in Los Angeles with Belarus and Ukraine and the U.S. Gymnastics team. We're going to be doing that again in Phoenix this year. We're real excited about it. And this event here today, formerly the Peachtree Classic and now the Hilton Invitational, was a great opportunity for us to work with what might be some of the budding stars of the future. So we're real excited about being here and supporting the Olympic movement again.
Well, I'm sure the athletes and coaches appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Kathy.
Shannon Miller now in her floor exercise. She has already ostensibly won this competition.
And the audience is in for a treat. Shannon really hadn't even planned to perform on the floor exercise. She's been taking care of a sore back that she's had all year and hasn't been tumbling much, and she decided on her own. She said, I'd like to do it. Just started tumbling a couple of weeks ago. She's going to water down her floor, but give this audience entertainment.
Oh, stepped out.
Keep in mind, you're not going to see perfect landings here. But it's another opportunity to see the reigning world champion. And she worked on that.
Jenni Beathard an 8-9 on her balance beam. Sorry, Kathy.
Very nice of Shannon. Do not want to disappoint the audience. So on this final event,
Shannon Miller, to the joy of the crowd here at the Cobb Galleria Center in Atlanta. An extension of practice in this particular event for Shannon Miller. She's not too pleased, but she's a gamer.
She's been working on a trampoline tumbling pass to work on her technique and to keep that going, but to also rest her back. It's a full twisting double back. And she usually does a lot more difficulty, but I think she just wanted to get out there and perform. And she knew she didn't have to be at her best, but she'd like to be at her best come American Cup. And this is a stepping stone to that. Push herself a little bit, get through a full routine with some watered down tumbling, but also to try something new with a full twist right into a front handspring. Now what she's working on is another full twist right out of that.
And her last pass.
This is just what we saw before, a handspring front with a full, and we won't see this again from Shannon because she'll add that difficulty right back in that she's so noted for. But of course, we just saw the beautiful, elegant routine we so often see from Shannon Miller.
Well, nobody's going to beat Shannon Miller on this day. 9.65, the score for the world champion on floor exercise. She had a start value of 9.9, which means she couldn't have scored any more than 9.9. That one little step out, not bad, though, for somebody who has not practiced a complete floor routine in a long, long time. Back with more from Atlanta, Georgia.